Hello guys, greetings to everyone. We are going to continue from where we ended last time in video 6, that is on the exercises for application for writing and reading of numbers. We are going to start by correcting the exercises. Question 1 says write out the following numbers in words. You can see the numbers. These are the numbers. Question 2 says write out the following numbers in figures. You can see question A 2024, question B 732,000, question C 12,008,625,000. So let's proceed by answering the questions. We are going to take down solution. Those of you answered tried answering the questions, you take down correction. Question 1, imagine A says we should write out the number, this number in words. We have to write out this number in words. For us to write out this number in words, first thing, we need to start by locating the highest place value in that number. This is the first digit to the left of that number, is 8. So after 8 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 other digits. So the value of 8 is 800,000. The next we have 7. The place value of 7 here is tens of thousands. 7 has a value of 70,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 70,000. Then the next 2 digits are zeros. We are going to ignore them. Then we move now to 2. 2 has a place value here of tens, 20. Since immediately after 2 we have just 1 digit, which is 4. And lastly 4, which is the last digit, it has a value of 4 units. So reading out this number, we are going to have 870,000 and 24. Let's write out the answer. 800 and 70,000. We're going to use, and since we know 8 here has a value of 800,000, 7 here has a value of 70,000, so the two of them, they have thousands. We are going to combine it as 870, then we bring in 1000, and 20 is a number on its own, 4 is a number on its own, so we put a hyphen as such. 24. That's the solution. We take B. For B we have this number. Let's write out this number in words. The highest place value in this number is digit 2. So let's get the value of 2. After 2 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 other digits. So the value of 2 is 2 million. The value of 4 is 400,000. The value of 5, 50,000. The value of 9, 9,000. The value of 4, 40. The value of 1 remains 1. So reading out this number, we are going to obtain 459,041. 2,000,000, 459. This is a number on its own. 9 is a number, so we link them by using the hyphen. 59,040. 40 is a number on its own. 1 is also a number, and 41. We go now to see. We have this number. It's very long. First, we need to start by identifying the highest place value in this number. Is the first digit 9. So if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 digits immediately after the highest place value, 9. So in this case, we will be talking of 9,000 million. 9,000 million. And 1,000 million is equal to a billion. 1,000 million is equal to 1 billion. So in this case, 9 here, the first 9 has a value of 9 billion. The second 9 here has a value of 900 million. The third 9 has a value of 90 million. The fourth 9 has a value of 9 million. 4 here, this 4 has a value of 400,000. We're going to ignore the zeros. We move now to the second 4. It has a value of 400. 2 here has a value of 20. The last digit is 0. We're going to ignore it. So now reading this number will give us 9,999,400,420. Let me take it over again. It gives us 9,999,400,420. Let's write it out. It gives us 9,000,000,000. Come on. 900 and 9,999,000,000. 400,000, 400,000, 420. That's the number. Let's read it again. 9,999,400,420. That's the answer. Next, we move now to question 2, which says write out the following numbers in figures. A, we have the number 2024. We have to write out the number 2024 in figures. First, 2000 is the highest place value in the number. The highest place value is thousands. The next place value will be hundreds. Next will be tens, and lastly units. So under thousands, we are going to place 2 here, and we fix zeros under the other place values. And 24, we know 20 is under tens, we have 2 here, then under units 0. 4, that means under units here we have 4. Then we use our ruler, draw a horizontal line as such, put the addition sign in front, then we add all the digits under each place value, starting from the right hand side to the left hand side. 0 plus 0 plus 4 gives us 4. 0 plus 2, 2. 0 plus nothing remains 0. 2 plus nothing, 2. So this is the number 2024 in figures. Question B, we have the number 732,000. Let's write it in figures. 732. You can hear hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands. That's already the highest place value. So we are going to indicate it. Hundreds, thousand. After hundreds of thousands, the next place value will be tens of thousand. The ten of thousand, the next will be thousands. After thousands, the next place value will be hundreds. After hundreds, the next will be tens, and lastly units. 700,000. So under hundreds of thousand here we are going to place 0. Then under the other place values we fix zeros as such. 32,000. When you hear 30, you already think 30,000, you think of tens of thousands. So we fix a 3 here. Then we can fix zeros under the other place values. 2,000. Think now of thousands, we place 2 here, then we fix zeros under the other place values. Then we draw our horizontal line, we fix the addition sign in front, we add the digits under each of the place values starting from the right hand side to the left. This will give us 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. 0. 2, 3, 7 plus nothing remains 7. So this is our answer. Take note. And lastly, we take question C, which says 12 billion 8,625,000. So firstly, you can see the highest place value is billions. So we are going to write a B. Highest place value billions. Then after billions, you know the next place value will be hundreds of millions. After hundreds of millions, the next will be tens of millions, 10 millions. Then after 10 millions, the next place value will be millions. 10 millions, we have hundred thousands. 100,000. The next will be 10,000s. The 10,000s, the next place value will be thousands. Thousands we have hundreds. The hundreds we have tens. Lastly, units. So we have 12 billion. 12 billion. You can see 12 billion. Since we have 12 billion, 12 simply, when you have 12, that means we have one group of 10. So the highest place value will instead be tens of 10 billions. The 10 billions. So we are going to write down 1 here under this 10 billion, 10 billions, because we have one group of 10 here in 12. Then the 2, we're going to fix the 2 here. This 2 here represents the 2 billions. 1 here represents the 10 billions. 2 here represents 2 billions, of which if you add 10 plus 2 gives you 12 billions. Then under the under the remaining place values, we fix zeros, 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 zero, zero. If you count the number of zeros, there should be 9 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9. Next, 8 million. Look for the place value million. So here we fix an 8. 8 million. Here we fix a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 600. 600. You think of 600,000. When you see and you know first number and the second number, they carry this place value 600,000. So we look for hundreds of thousands. This is the place value. So here I'm going to write down 6. This is 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 0. 600,000. We are already done with that. Next, 25,000. 20,000. Think of tens of thousands. So I'll just write down 2 here. Then 5,000. Think of thousands. I'll write down 5 here. Then I fix the zeros as such. Then I'll use my ruler. I'll draw this horizontal line. Then I fix the addition sign in front. Then I add all the digits under each of the place values starting from the right hand side. This will give us 0. Here's 0, 0, 5, 2, 6, 8, 0, 0, 2, 1. We underline our answer using our ruler. Draw 2 lines under the answer. So this gives us a result. This is the number 12,008,625,000. This is a number in figures. I hope the solutions are clear to everyone. If in case there are any questions, make sure you leave the questions as comments. Next, we are going to move now to the next numeral system, which is the Egyptian numeral system. So 2I by the margin. We have the Egyptian numerals. That's the next numeral system we have to treat. When we talk of the Egyptian numeral system, we are referring to the system of counting and representing of numbers invented and used by the ancient Egyptians. It is one of the oldest numeral systems. This system was invented during the Egyptian civilization period as farmers and business dwellers faced a lot of difficulties in trading and recording the amount of their valuables. The Egyptian numeral system is built up in groups of tens. So I think we can write down this one. It is very important. Take note of this. Note the Egyptian, first hyphen, the Egyptian numeral system is built up in groups of tens. Underline groups of tens. Groups of tens. When you talk of groups of tens, that means in base 10. In groups of tens, that is, they had a symbol for the number 1. They had a symbol for the number 10. When you take 1 10 times, when you add 1 10 times, you obtain the number 10. When you add 10 times, it gives you 100. They had a symbol for 100. When you add 100 10 times, it gives you 1000. They had a symbol for 1000. When you add 1000 10 times, it gives you 10,000. They had a symbol for that. When you add 10,000 10 times, it gives you 100,000. They had a symbol for 100,000. When you add 100,000 10 times, it gives you 1 million. They had a symbol for 1 million. And when you add 1 million 10 times, it gives you 10 million. They had a symbol for 10 million. They ended at 10 million. So you can see some of the limitations of the Egyptian numeral system. They never had a symbol for representing nothing. They never had a symbol for 0. And they never had a symbol for numbers greater than 10 million. So to them, when a number is, for example, numbers like 100 million could not be represented, since they never had a symbol for such numbers. So those are some of the limitations of the Egyptian numeral system. Next, we are going to draw a table that carries the Egyptian numerals and the numbers they represent. Let's write this down below. Below are the different Egyptian numerals. Below are the different Egyptian numerals and numbers. Number D represent. So you're going to draw this table. The first column carries the number. Then the next column carries the Egyptian numeral. Egyptian numeral bracket symbol. I'm going to partition it such. The first one, we have the number 1. The Egyptians represented the number 1 by using a symbol as such, which is a straight finger. A straight finger. That's the symbol they use for representing the number 1. Next, number 10. They represented the number 10 by using a symbol as such, which looks like an N, like this. And this symbol originates from the heel bone of a horse. Next, move now to 100. The Egyptians represented 100 by using a symbol as such, something that goes like this. And the origin of this symbol is from a spiral object. Next, 1000. The Egyptians represented 1000 by using a symbol as such. You can see it looks like a microphone. And this symbol originates from a lotus flower. It also looks like a sunflower. That's where that symbol originates. Next, for 10,000, the Egyptians represented 10,000 by using its symbol as such. And this symbol originates from a bent finger, like this. A bent finger. Next, we move to the next, which is 100,000. 100,000. The Egyptians represented 100,000 by using a symbol as such. and this symbol originates from a tadpole. A tadpole. For those of you who have seen a tadpole, then that's what the Egyptians used in representing 100,000. The next 1,000,000. 1,000,000. The Egyptians represented 1,000,000 by using a man. He's sitting down with the hands up and very surprised as such. This is how the Egyptians represented 1,000,000. But the origin of this 1,000,000 is from an astonished man. An astonished man. Lastly, they had a symbol for 10,000,000. So to them, they believe that numbers end at 10,000,000. Those are some of the limitations. They never had a symbol for 0. They never had a symbol for numbers greater than 10,000,000. 10,000,000. They represent 10,000,000 by using the sun. Sun. Since the sun is above everything, by using the sun. You can see the Egyptians had how many? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They had 8 symbols which they use in representing other numbers. Let's take this down. When writing numbers in Egyptian numerals, when writing numbers in Egyptian numerals, we make use of the symbols above. Each symbol can be repeated not more than 10 times. Each symbol cannot be repeated more than 10 times. I underline this. Each symbol cannot be repeated more than 10 times. Take for example, if we were to repeat the symbol for 1, which is a straight finger, 10 times, you have these straight fingers, you have 10 of them, which does not make sense. And you know the number 10 is represented by using an N. So instead of you writing 10 straight fingers, you use an N. Instead of you writing 10 N's for 100, you use a spiral, and so on. That's what it means. Next, we start from the highest numeral to the smallest numeral. We start from the highest, start from the highest numeral to the smallest numeral. Next, then let's note this down. With the Egyptian numeral system, the order in which the numerals appear does not matter, does not really matter. The order in which the numerals must appear does not really matter. Next, let's take an example of this. Take note of the symbols. Let's take an example. Example. It says, let's question 1. Write down the following numbers. Down the following numbers in Egyptian numerals. First number, we have the number 3. B, we have the number 12. Lastly, C, we have the number 100 and 20,000. Next, question 2 says what numbers are represented by the following Egyptian numerals. Let's write them down. E, we have this number and 3 straight fingers. B, number with 3 bent fingers. Yes. 2 lotus flowers and 2 ends. C, we have a tadpole, 2 bent fingers, 2 ends, 2 straight fingers. Question 3 says write down write down the Egyptian numerals for, we have the numbers A, number 184, B, we have the number 531, C, we have the number 36,320. Next, we take down solution. Question 1. A, we have to write down the number 3 in Egyptian numerals. 3. Let's look at the symbols. Egyptians had a symbol for 1. So for us to write down the number 3, if you take 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. Writing down the number 3 in Egyptian numerals, we are simply going to use 3 straight fingers like this. That is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which gives us 3. So this is our answer. Underline the answer. Next, for question B, we have the number 12. We know the number 12. We know 12 as such is equal to 10 plus 2. If you take 10 plus 2, it gives us 12. The Egyptians represented 10 by using the heel bone, which is like an N. We have just one 10, so we use one N like this, plus 2. 2 simply means 1 plus 1. So representing 2, we are going to use 2 straight fingers. So we are going to attach it here like this. So this is the number 12. Simply means 10 plus 1 plus 1, which gives us 12. This is how the Egyptians represented number 12. You go now to C. We have the number 120,000. We need to write out this number 120,000 in figures. This will give us 120,000. That's the number. Next, 120,000, this number, we know it is equal to, we know 1 here has a value of 100,000. 1 with 5 zeros plus this 2 has a value of 20,000. Representing this number now in Egyptian numerals, we know the Egyptians represented 100,000 by using a tadpole. So we have one tadpole like this. Then for 20,000, we represented 10,000 by using a bent finger. 20,000 represented by using 2 bent fingers. Such 1, 2. This simply means 100,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000, which gives 120,000. 10,000. This is the result. Hope it is clear to everyone. Question 2. Let's go now to question 2, which says what numbers are represented by the following Egyptian numerals. Here we have the number 2 ends and 3 straight fingers. They are simply asking us what numbers are represented by these Egyptian numerals in our own numerals. That is a Hindu Arabic numerals. This will simply be equal to, we are going to start from the first symbol, which is at the left hand side of the Egyptian numeral. The first symbol, we have an N. So if we count, we have 1, 2. We have 2 elbows. So we are going to write down 2. We know this hellbone, we know a hellbone represents the number 10. So we are going to write 2, then we put down 10 in brackets. Remember, this bracket, they stand for multiplication. It means 2 times 10. Or you can write down 10 plus 10. We are just simply avoiding that repetition of writing 10 many times. Plus, the next symbol, we have a straight finger. If you count there, 1, 2, 3, 3 straight fingers. So you're going to write down 3. We know a straight finger simply represents the number 1. So in bracket, times 1. You see, in this case, we are avoiding a situation where we are going to write down 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 times. Next, we are going to write down an equal to sign directly below this one, directly below the first equal to sign. 2 times 10, which is the same as 10 plus 10, gives us 20, plus 3 times 1, which is the same as 1 plus 1 plus 1, remains 3, gives us 3. Next, we have to add 20 plus 3. 20 plus 3 gives us 23. This is our answer. So the number represented by n and 3 straight fingers is simply 23. Next, if we go to next question, which is B. Question B, we have the number Egyptian numeral with 3 bent fingers, such 2 lotus flowers and 2 hell bones. This will simply be equal to, if you start from the left hand side, we have 3 bent fingers. We are going to write down 3. We open our brackets. We know a bent finger represents the number 10,000. So we write down 10,000. Instead of us wasting our time writing 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 3 times. So we are avoiding that repetition. Plus, next we have the lotus flower. We have 2 of them. So write down 2. And we know the lotus flower represents 1,000. 2 times 1,000 plus. Next we have 2 hell bones. So 2 times. We know a hell bone represents the number 10. Next we multiply. 3 times 10,000 will give us, if you take 3 times 1 remains 3, then you attach 4 zeros, 30,000, plus 2 times 1 remains 2, you attach 3 zeros, 2,000, plus 2 times 1 remains 2, then you attach a 0, 20. Next, we have to add, so we can do the addition here. Write down 30,000. Next, replace the units under the units, tens under the tens, hundreds under the hundreds, thousands under the thousands, 10,000s under the 10,000s. So if you respect the place values, as we saw, so 0 will be here, 0 will be here, 0 will be here, 2 will be here. Then for 20, 0 will be here, 2 will be here. Then we add. We perform the addition. This will be 0, 2, 0, 2, 3. Our result will be, so this number is simply 32,020. Let's answer C. C, we have a tadpole, 2 bent fingers, 2 elbows, and 3 straight fingers. As such, this will simply be equal to, we have just one tadpole, and we know a tadpole represents the number 100,000. Write down 100,000. It's 1 with 5 zeros. Plus, next we have 2 bent fingers. So I'll write down 2 bracket. I know a bent finger represents the number 10,000. So I'll write down 10,000 in brackets. Plus, we have 2 hell bones. And I know a hell bone represents the number 10. So 2 times 10. Plus, we have 2 straight fingers. 2. And I know a straight finger represents the number 1. Next, we have to simplify things. So 100,000 plus 2 times 10,000. 2 times 1 remains 2. We attach the 4 zeros. Plus 2 times 1 remains 2. We attach the 0. 20. 2 times 10 gives us 20. Plus 2 times 1 remains 2. Next, we have to perform now the addition. We arrange the numbers again. 100,000. We arrange them respecting their place. The place value of each digit. 0 will be here, 0, 0, 0, 2 will be here. 0 will be here, 2 will be here, 2 will be here. Then we add. This will give us 2, 2, 0, 0, 2, 1. Our result will simply be 120,022. This is the result. Hope it is clear to everyone. Next, we have to answer now question 3. Question 3. Question 3 says we should write down the Egyptian numerals for the first one. We have 184. Here we have 184. So we have to write out the Egyptian numerals for these numbers. First, we are going to start by writing 184 equal to the value of 1 is 100 plus the value of 8 is 80 plus the value of 4 is 4. This is simply the same as 1 times 100. 1 times 100 remains 100 plus 80. We know 80 is as 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 8 times. So this is as writing down 8 times 10 like this plus 4. We know 4 is the same as 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this is the same as writing 4 times 1. Now it is very easy for us to represent this number in Egyptian numerals. So we have just one 100. The Egyptians represented 100 by using a spiral. So we have one spiral like this. Next, we have to represent 10. There are 8 of the 10s. So we need to write down 8 elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 180. Next, we have to represent 4, the number 4. Yeah. So we are going to make use of 4 straight fingers. So we attach 4 straight fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the representation of the number 184 using Egyptian numerals. Take B. Question B, we have the number 531. This is the same as the value of 5 here is 500 plus the value of 3, 30 plus the value of 1, simply 1. You can write this down as 5 times 100. 100, if you add 105 times, it gives you 500 plus 3 times 10. Adding 10 3 times gives you 30, then plus 1 remains 1. Next, we have to represent them using the Egyptian numerals. 5 times 100 here simply means we have 5 spirals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 3 times 10 here simply means we have 3 hell bones. 1 here simply means we have 1 straight finger. So this is how we represent the number 531 in Egyptian numerals. C. The last question for C, we have the number 36,320. 36,320. Writing the number in expanded form, we have 3 here has a value of 30,000 plus 6 has a value of 6,000 plus 3 has a value of 300 plus 2 has a value of 20. Next, we know 30,000 is as 3 times 10,000 plus 6,000 here is the same as 6 times 1,000 plus 300. 3 times 100 plus 20 is 2 times 10. Now representing this our number in Egyptian numerals, for 30,000 we simply have 3 bent fingers, since the Egyptians represented 10,000 by using a bent finger. So we have here 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. These are 3 bent fingers. Next we have 6,000. They represented 1,000 by using the lotus flower. So we have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lastly 6. Next we have to represent 300. They represented 100 by using a spiral. There are 3 of them, so we have 1, 2, 3. Next, 20, we have to represent 20. They represented 10 by using a hell bone. So 20 will be represented by using 2 hell bones. Here is our result. So I hope the solutions are clear to everyone watching. Next, we have to note something very important. Just note this. Note this. If we take, for example, let's say the number, let's take the number 12. 12. I want to use a number such that we can write things fast. Number 12. We know the number 12 in Egyptian numerals is represented by using an N with two straight fingers. Remember, we took down a point that the order of the symbols, took down a point which says that the order in which the numerals appear, this is it, you can see the order in which the numerals appear does not really matter. It simply means that this number 12, we can represent it using an N with two straight fingers. We can still represent 12 as such. We can start with two straight fingers like this. Here we end with a null bone. It is still 12. We can still represent it as such by starting with a straight finger, and we write down a hell bone, then we end with another straight finger. So you take note of this. Since with the Egyptian numerals we simply sum the values of each of the symbols. Like here, it simply means 10 plus 1 plus 1, 12. Here, 1 plus 1 plus 10, 12. Here, 1 plus 10, 11 plus 1, 12. So the order does not really matter. Take note of that. I hope it is clear to everyone. So next we are going to end by taking down some exercises on this. We have exercises. Take down these exercises. Application. Question 1. We are going to question 1. Write the following. Write the following numbers in Egyptian numerals. Okay, for A, 24,607. Question B, the number 935,135. C, the number 6,428,364. For D, we have the number 24,520,000. Question 2. Question 2. Let's take down this question 2. What numbers are represented by the following Egyptian numerals? Question A, we have this number. Question B, and lastly question C. Take down these exercises. Do well to answer the exercises, to answer the questions in our next video, which is on Egyptian numerals, which is on Roman numerals, not Egyptian numerals. We are just treating Egyptian numerals. We are going to start by correcting these exercises. With everything being clear to everyone watching, thank you very much for watching. Like the video, comment, ask a good number of questions, and please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.